Hey guys, Jessica Smith here, bringing you an all-access pass to the X Games. MacDonald, how are you today?
Feeling pretty good. Today's the big day. We got park this afternoon and then be here on the vert ramp tonight.
What do you do? Because this is the Olympics for action sports. Like, what do you do to prepare? Do you do like months ahead of time, or how do you do it?
You're always preparing. I mean, this is the X Games media-wise. This is the circus. This is like the biggest blown-out television media event in skateboarding. But it is just one event on the world tour, you know. I was at Asian X Games earlier this spring. A couple weeks ago I was in Rome at a contest, and you know, it's been going well so far. I won both of those contests, so yeah, I'm trying to keep that going here.
Now, did you ever think, when you were like 12 years old, the first time you picked up a skateboard, did you ever think you would be here like winning gold medals or anything like that?
No, I mean, when I first picked up a skateboard, I didn't even understand the concept of sponsorship or anything, and it was and always has continued to be the funnest thing I know to do. So I'm lucky that I can make a living doing it. I never would have thought I'd be able to make as good a living as I have. I'm one of the lucky few, and we're still a long way to go, but we've certainly come a long way.
Now, I have to say, like, what I admire about you as a rider, and also just as a person, is the fact that you promote a drug-free thing, and I think that's so key in sports, and I love that you've, kind of promoted that. What made you do that?
It was a decision I made really young, and I actually have skateboarding to thank for it. You know, I luckily skateboarding found me before drugs and alcohol had, and I was already so into skateboarding. I knew I wanted to be the best skateboarder I could possibly be, and I knew that drugs and alcohol were only going to hinder what I was trying to do on my skateboard. So, you know, that first 7th grade party where somebody came up like, "Hey, MacDonald, try this," and I took one sip of beer and was like, "That is disgusting." Went right back to drinking my root beer and eating my Skittles and Red Vines, and getting all sugar high and going and skating. So I just stuck with that and haven't been afraid to talk about it.
And you got to ride your skateboard in the White House. That is so cool.
That was another first. That was another first. Yeah, got to. I did a public service announcement for the Partnership for Drug-Free America, and the culmination of that was one of the more popular PSAs that had been done up to that time, and the culmination of that was an invitation to the White House to introduce then President Bill Clinton, and gave him a signboard, told him I'd give him some lessons, and I got to roll, came through all, background checks and security, and came through all the metal detectors in the White House, and there's this big long marble hallway out in front of me. When I first got in, I had to just put my board down and roll a little bit. The Secret Service agents weren't nearly as excited about it as I was.
A lot of the guys are getting into like rallycross and all of that. Is that something that you maybe will explore?
It's funny, we did a ride for GoPro, and we did our GoPro team meeting, and GoPro has such an eclectic team. So there's stunt pilots, and there's kayakers, and there's skateboarders, and BMXers, and car racers, and whatever. And we all got together for this team meeting, and we met at the Sonoma Speedway up in Northern California. And so we'd get together and talk about GoPro and do the editing, how the camera works and everything, and then we'd go out and then race Audis for an hour on the track. And my racing partner was Bucky Lassick, who is riding rallycross, sponsored by Subaru and whatever, and that's what he does. So I got in the car with Bucky, and I was like, "Wow, I'm going 130, cool." He's like, "Whoa, brake, 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 brake." I made him sick. I gave him car sick because I was stomping on the gas, stomping on the brake. Don't know how to race, but it was good fun.
Thank you so much for spending time and telling me a little bit about it, and good luck tonight.
Thanks for having me.